So, welcome back to Sodor Island in Transport Fever 2 with the Red Cup Captain. And because it's still in my brain, I'm continuing something which we talked probably like 2 episodes ago, or perhaps 1. I looked into it, and semi-trucks should be available around this time, so they are just not implemented, apparently. Or perhaps they come soon, we don't know, but I hope so. Because these small trucks are kinda... We have autosave now, or what's happening? Okay, it's just lagging. Okay, so they should be available, or they should come soon. So what I'm thinking about is that we should extend our train network. Or my train network, or like, however you want to say it. Ours, perhaps, or it's just mine. Depends how you view it. If we are playing together, or you're just consuming this content, so it depends. It's complicated, probably. But, yeah. So, we probably should spend some time on extending the rail network, because we started with it already last time, and I'm pretty sure we should, or like I'm still not sure how I should talk. I'm still talking like that. Yeah, we probably should change this junction here, because it's kinda, I mean, it works, but it's probably smarter to have the steel line going up to the machine parts factory, going into the stop, and then letting the other ones go outside. But then again, if I'm thinking about it, then our bypass for wood is not really working then again, because then we should move probably the coal and iron trains on the outer lane, but we don't want that either. So yeah, I'm probably not thinking enough about it. Like our oil line looks quite nicely, so we probably need more ships. Are there any incoming? No. So we have 12 now, so let's add 3 more. Because if you do like this, I don't know why, they never spawn, or like not that often, they never spawn basically where they should spawn. They spawn somewhere else. If you have like other shipyards, they spawn somewhere there in the middle of the line or something. So it's fine. At some point we will have more ships on the line, and it's fine. This one is like overloaded as well. So basically what we should do, yeah, but this one is not really great for a train though. Which is one of my problems with like the short distance trains are kinda hard to implement. I mean, we should have, let's have a look for a moment. We should have cargo trams. Perhaps we don't. Then we have it next time I'm reloading. Or is it under multiple units? We should have the cargo trams in theory as well. Here we do. It's kinda hard to find though. So we have, perhaps don't have all of them. Perhaps I need to activate it manually again, because with some of the mods it's like in the settings. Reload game. Yeah, that's quite boring. So I should not do it now, but why not? Cargo. Yeah, you see I have a lot of mods. No, we want cargo trams. Are they not called cargo trams anymore? Tram train cargo trams. Nope. Tram cargo trams, that's it. And there should be... Nope, it's also not this one. Let's search tram. So the cargo tram mod, I don't know why it does this, because I really like them, but perhaps some people don't like it. Cargo trams. But this is like a mod for cargo trams. So Yeah, I'm doing it. Like, there's an option here. I just wanted to show you. Because you can activate an option in the cargo trams mod, and then you can activate them so they also appear. They also appear for the trains. I'm kind of feeling dumb now. Okay, this is like a mod which activates them as well, but oh, it's industrial. It's tram industrial railway. Thanks for the name, mate. So, train vehicles, yes. If you set this, I don't know what passenger coach do, but it's fine. So, if you set them, and then probably you need to reload, which we don't do now. I mean, okay, let's. I'm reloading and I'm pausing, and then when we come back, we should have them activated because we could use the small cargo trams on the other lines. One moment, please. I'm back soon. So, I'm back, and we are back in after loading, and now we have our industrial railway, industrial trams loaded into the game. This gives us access to like the smaller trains and trams, or trains they are now, which we probably could use, and also for other trams and stuff. It's kind of nice. I quite like it. It does not make sense everywhere, but in some areas it makes sense. They're quite cheap. And one of the problems with your train network in this game is usually that like short distance trains are not really making economical sense. Which is probably the same in real life, but it's like we use the cargo trams here and it kind of looks like this, and it's also not really like this feels not really wide. I'm not sure. I would replace it with the conveyor belt, but the conveyor system has problems as well, which we could look into. Is we have a lot. I looked for more stations, for truck stations, but they are not as many as I would hope though. There are some which come into play later. And we have oil terminals. So, but this quite looks too modern to tell you the truth for now. So later we should replace this whole setup for oil and stuff with pipelines, because pipelines would fix like this whole setup. And basically the same for the other areas is that we want to explain our train system, and I'm not sure how we solve it here probably. The best way would probably be having tram lines running, or we just continue with the trucks for now. But what we want to have is what I thought about our loading. We probably want a line up here somewhere, because we want the main train line going up here or here. And I'm not sure what's the best way to do it, but I would prefer probably that we have one of our lines go up to the hills somewhere, or like at least passenger transport, and later probably logistical or logistic distribution centers and stuff like that. What we also probably should consider at some point is some expressway somewhere where we skip stuff. And as well, what I'm thinking about is, which just for having it, is I would like to have some airplanes somewhere, but I'm not sure yet what would be like. Cargo makes not much sense. I mean, it would work, but in my opinion, it doesn't make much sense. What we also need to attack is basically the crop farms going up here, because we really need to produce consumer goods and then distribute them to the cities, and the same is going on for mechanized goods. We produce mechanized goods here, at least some of them, because we need to probably extend this line as well. Yeah, but we really need to distribute them to all the cities so they grow faster, or they grow more. Because at the moment what they're mostly lacking is like, we have transport, like we have stations, and we have like this one, sorry. We have public transport running, which is fine, but we don't deliver any basic supplies. And that's another thing we need to look into, but for now I really would like to do this area first, because it looks like we have a problem here, but I'm not sure if it is really a problem. But I would quite like to do this first, so we can work on the other side. On the other side of it, so we can continue our main line. So what's the best way to do it? Basically, we don't have that much space, so we start here, and then we go from there to there. Yes. And then I kind of like need to remove the signals, which, funny or not, it works best if you have problems with signals if you zoom out and then click the icon, which works way better than zooming in, which for me, like, most of the time doesn't work properly. So we join a line here, and then we probably need to fix this curve, and as well, which doesn't work again because I don't know, like I still didn't figure it out. If somebody knows it, please like do a comment or message me, because I really would like to figure out how you could three-way splits. Because in real life you do them. I'm not sure how good or how often you do them, but in some situations it's like kind of stupid how you need to split here, because then we probably need to like come out from here or something, which makes no sense. Or we could do a cross, yeah, we could cross through the other lines, but I personally would prefer to not do this because it looks kind of wonky. We do it for now. I mean, it doesn't look so bad, but I mean, it's fine. That is not really what I hoped it would do. Okay, so it uses these ones anyway, and then we can also reduce this curvature here, because we can basically come out like this. We don't have a bridge we don't need, and we can continue from this bridge to like extend our network into here, and probably to the textile mall and stuff like that. But mostly what I want to do is connect our tools factory, probably with wood and steel, at least steel. Wood is kind of, planks is kind of a problem, because we don't really have them available somewhere where it makes sense. We have one up here and another one up here, but we don't really have, we have wood here. I mean, we could add, we want to add a station here anyway, so we could set up a line from here to here and another line from here to here, so that should work. Perhaps. It's always kind of complicated to set them up, because throughput is a big problem for us at the moment. Because they all work, but it's just... Oh, this looks really smooth. So you're waiting for a free path. It's because this one is like... Yeah. So we figured out in like the last episode how we, or like perhaps it's long ago, but we figured out it's some time went by for me. So we figured out that basically where they can switch depends on, at least it feels like it depends on the last signal. So if we want them to switch earlier, we can't place signals in their way, which works here, but it also means that we can't really, because we don't have it set up like the other one where they come in from one side and leave from the other. I mean, that was another idea I had. I just remembered that I completely forgot it. We can, yeah, we should do it probably. Sorry. I'm kind of forgetful sometimes, but what I wanted to do here as well is that we should take the outer one first. Kind of like this. And then let's try how far we can do this coming out while it's still working with switching, because it would be nice. I'm not sure if it's smart, but if they all go through here and then they come out on the other side, yeah, that would be nice for us, because then we can set it up so they can get closer without waiting like here, if they use both of them. And we have the middle lines for it. Like, I mean, we don't need two, because we figured out that it doesn't work, so we probably use this one later to connect somewhere up here, because there are factories here as well, so we probably need one there, and then this one will go ahead. It does funky. Oh, it's because of the street. Let's pause and remove the street first. Yeah, I know. You don't need to tell me, mate. I know that we don't have a connection yet. Oh, it still does it. So that's the most we can get out of it, okay? So basically what we have then is we have one line. No, let's connect to the other one probably. We have one line going up here, and then it will probably split into the other lines. But what we probably want to do, now that I think about it, is we want them yeah, so we don't need splits. What we want is we want connecting there, and then what we basically want is kind of this, which I really don't like, but it's basically the option we have. And then this is kind of ugly. So we can continue from there. We can continue from here. And then we do the same here. It all does not look right. So we probably do the same thing. We do this. This looks technically fine. So this should give us the option that we can... Yeah, okay, we can set them up so they can go up to here. This one is still not really straight, which annoys me kinda. So let's set this one up as straight as possible. I mean, it doesn't make really a difference, but... And let's do it lower, because then it gives us more options if we want to... If you later want to like bridge basically, because we need a street going over it. We don't really need one because we probably will connect it. Yeah, because this makes it easier for doing it like this. Yes. So I don't know. I'm talking sometimes. Just kind of. It probably annoys you. It annoys me as well. That I'm having problems with doing multiple things at the same time, but it's I don't know. I would love to fix it, which is I'm basically doing this as well. I'm like concentrating on stuff which does not need that much concentration too much. Okay, so now we basically still have our yard, but we're using. We probably can use more lines here, and we do a palm Palm Optic or something, but it's yeah, I hope that we could do the switching earlier, which we do here, so but it's still only using one of the lines, so we probably can clean up more of these for other purposes, but we do that later. For now, let's add some more signals, so can use more distance here. And then we probably as well need an waypoint, probably. Oh, I'm never sure what to use because I really don't know what they do. The magnet one is kind of nice because, oops, it's the wrong this side. And that's the same. It's like, it's really hard to delete them. I don't know why, if you're close to it, but it's easier. You're further away. So what we do now is we add our waypoint, and this should, yeah, it does, it works. Okay, so now we have, they will use all 4 terminals, but the more I think about it, and we probably only give them later 2 of the terminals because we need the other 2 ones for other destinations. Or we need to change the train station. I'm kinda using these ones too much anyway. The train one and the truck one. I don't know why. I kinda like them because they're easy to use. But they're kinda hard to decorate and to fit in with the other stuff, and they're also not that great to use, so what did I select? Double slip switch, what does this mean? Ah, okay. Yeah, this should probably be one. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it should be like, it should not be 2 switches, it should be 1 switch, but I don't know if it's just decoration how we set them or if that really makes a difference. So in theory now, we should have better throughput because they should not wait like in and out, because one side should go from like here, and the other ones, this would just be outgoing. I hope it works. It should. We will see that. It will take some time. Oh, there's one. Okay. It looks like it's working. I mean, we will have more traffic here, which is another problem again. Yeah, we probably should set the signal as close as we can. I'm not really sure why we set one up here, because this one will block. I mean, I'm not sure if this is long enough as well. So we need to change it in a lot of areas where we need to extend like the ingoing lines. So we don't block the main lines, but we also have, I don't know how many now. It gets, yeah. I'm never sure what's the best way to solve this. I mean, you could do a circle, which is kind of stupid in a train network probably. I should look into it if they are like, I'm always forgetting how you call it. I'm feeling so stupid you can't imagine it. Roundabouts. I don't know why. I always want to call them traffic circles, because it's not a one-to-one translation in my native language or something. It's just my brain says they are traffic circles. It's not a roundabout. It's not like how you call this? It's like a needle or something. I don't know. It's a traffic circle. If I will ever be successful with this and we have community, It's probably a catchphrase, which will probably not happen, but that's not the main point. The main point is like, I don't know why I tend to do this stupid same mistake all the time, which is kind of annoying. Because usually you would say like you learn from your mistakes, but apparently I'm a good case for like that's not happening. So on the other side, this still gives us a lot of clearance on our in and output of this area. So when everything works out, yeah, it works better. At least it feels like it works better. I'm still not sure if they can go in while another train is going on the other side out, which probably does not work. But at least if they park in here, which is the main point of this whole yard, it's so they don't block our main line later. Because this is technically, even if we shorten it, it's not a main line, but it's also not. It's a parallel line probably later, because our main line will go. I don't know, we want to go through here, or probably I would prefer to do it like parallel to our highway. And then I don't know, perhaps we go over it and it would look nice, because that's like would make it easier for planning if you put both of them together. Okay, there's an iron mine here now, and there's another steel mill. Is there coal? Oh, this is an oil power plant as well. Yeah, I don't know if you should vote it, probably not, because both kinda suck in this game. At least no, they don't suck, they work nice, but the problem is like the pathfinding makes it like breaks it ticks so heavily. There's another tools factory here, which better access to wood but not great access to steel, so need to decide. But let's continue with our train network. So could you please move sooner? Oh, you probably don't get a spot. That's probably the problem now. I mean, we have like 75% saturation or something. Perhaps we should disconnect them completely from this side and use all of these lanes for like going out of the yard. So they are all one way as well, and then just join them here. I'm not sure if this makes it better though. Let's wait for this train to like go into the station. I will remove it because I really want to remove this area. But are you going? Oh, the path is not free because we don't have a signal here. Let's add some more signals here. So we made my fault. So now we can, if we let them go in from here, even if we change it later, we can change it later. Like sometimes it's not really smart to have too much foresight. Sometimes it makes sense if you can plan it, but why do you want to go in there? Why don't you? There's a perfectly empty one there, and no crossing with other vehicles. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of the problems, but I'm not sure if this is really a problem. It's like we only have one signal type. At least I think we only have one. I mean, perhaps not, but we don't have follow-up signals. But I'm also never sure if you do stuff with follow-up signals, if it makes it smarter or dumber. Like in Factorio, I still like, I'm not sure what the better way for doing it is. So now let's remove all of this for the moment. And then let's also change the whole layout of this, because technically, let's say these two use the right one and these two use the left one. Which I'm hoping will give us more throughput. Which is like one of the fun things, I would say. Like some people would say it's not that fun, but I kind of like this is the whole aspect. I'm basically playing this game. It's for solving like throughput issues and stuff like that. I mean it's basically the same as Factorio, but so we do this. This should hopefully give us more throughput when they leave the stations. I'm not sure if this is the smartest design or if there like are better options, but just write me. Like I'm really thankful for like not for generating comments and stuff, but for like for help basically, because I don't really know anyone like personally also plays this game. And yeah, we should also remove the crossings here then, because they will, I don't know why, but they tend to use like just the line. And the same here, we want to remove this one as well. Okay, no, I broke it. Another thing with this game is I'm not sure. Like they are like, the thing says there are like 40 titles or something for the music, but I feel like they're all kind of the same. And I'm fine with them because, but at some point they're like, they all sound the same perhaps. Yeah, so this should give us hopefully more throughput on these lines. It should work still with like the terminal switching, yes. And I mean, having 4 outgoing lines would probably be smarter, but I don't think it will help us much because we can't have really that many going in. This one will wait now for a moment, but at least it can go up to here. So I'm not sure. I hope it will at least stop them from like blocking all the other areas, because this is one of the things which annoys me probably the most with them, is like they kind of block a lot of areas because the acceleration is really slow because they're heavy. And apparently in game, like I didn't look into the calculations, but like steel is apparently way heavier than like the raw materials for it, which kind of makes no sense. I mean, they have double the load probably on the way back, but that never happens. So, oh, I mean, perhaps it happens, but they are never full on the way back with steel on it. Okay, now we have a huge parking pattern here. Oh, I'm just moved the problem somewhere else, damn it. Yeah, the problem is, okay, I'm getting it. The problem is the outgoing connection, which does not need to connect there technically. This one does, but this one, they are all going out. So I said we extend the train network, but we only ended up like fixing more routing issues. I'm also would probably like to curve this one more, but we do that at some other point. So when we do this here, we want these ones to get as fast as possible on the outer side. So we technically, what we want to do is, yeah, but I also want to give them the option later to like go around here. This is all. Let's have a look at our track constructions, because we have pre-made ones. Let's look at them, or like I look at them, and then I try to figure out Does this make more sense than what we have now? It does, because they don't cross. So yeah, let's replace it. Let's try it. Let's have a look if it makes it really better or not. I mean, it doesn't cost us that much. And I'm kind of unhappy with the way I build it anyway. I mean, I quite like it, but it's not... Perhaps I learned something, which would be great, because I'm apparently resistant to learning, which is not really true, because I kind of like learning, and I did it again. I hate it. So, pro tip, which is not really a pro tip, but good thing to remember, which I'm talking probably every time, if you're watching multiple of these, every time about, is the order in which you delete segments or nodes. Really important. You need to delete from the end, so you don't have stranded vehicles. Which is kind of complicated, because it is annoying. I mean, it's probably easier to solve from a development perspective, but it's quite annoying, to tell you the truth. So, because we have them all going in and out here now, we kind of should rebuild this as well, by the way. So, what we kind of have going on now is we need to delete some area more. We don't need these ones at all at the moment. So if we want to have it here, higher anyway, probably. We want it somewhere here, and we want it perhaps a bit higher, which is fine. What else can we decide? The type of the bridges. Okay. Yeah. Type of signal. Let's have a closer look at it, because I tried to... Okay, this basically... Am I building all my trains wrong? This is what I'm just realizing now. Is this like a British guy who developed them, or like this package? Or are British trains also going on the other side? This is an interesting question. Or am I building it wrong? No, right side traffic. It's the same with trains or not? And I always built them right side traffic, because that's how I always remembered it. So is this asset just a British asset or something? I mean, left side traffic would make sense probably, because we have British city names, but yeah, I kind of never thought about it, but it does not really make a big difference. But what we want to have here, I mean, we can switch that pretty easily, it's not a big deal. So let's have a closer look. Tools. This should... Oh no, we don't even need tools. We can just switch the signals, which is probably pretty fine. So it probably makes more sense to build it like this, because it's easier on the switching. But what I'm thinking, we always cross here. There's no way to not cross. Because I built technically left side traffic here, because I'm crossing them. It's my fault, damn it. Yeah, it's left side traffic because Yep, it's the same here. I mean, technically it shouldn't make a big difference, but at some point you need to cross because I set it up like this. Which is not a big deal because we can just let them go over each other, especially if it's so low, which it is here. So let's let them go lower, or like keep them pretty low. Can we do? Nope. No, we can. That's the maximum of it. It will all not work, I know that, because we need to replace. The signals, but that's not a big deal for me. Let's do this as well here. Which looks kinda okay. I make it nicer later. If I don't forget it. I usually don't forget it if I see it. So then what we should do is basically, now that I think about it, what we should do is we should rotate around. We should go over it. I mean, it makes it longer, but not that big of a deal. Okay, we have a collision here. Why do we have a collision? This should be perfectly fine, mate. Is this not enough distance? Is it too low? I mean, we have enough space. We're going like further away. Can we now have a bridge, please? Nope. Okay, we can. So I quite like these ones. And then from here, what we basically want to is this is the outgoing line, so we want to curve at least until here, and then we want a hash. Yeah, let's do it like this, and then okay, it will make a pretty long bridge, but I mean, we could go with a hill, which we should probably do. And then here we can connect into there, and then does not want to follow again. Okay, then we go from here. And then now that we have the height on one side, we can fix it on the other side. This is one of the things. This game makes it sometimes really complicated, like having it nice in the end. Yeah, this should be fine. And then from there we can also a bit curving a bit harsh. That's fine. Okay, it's 80. 80 is fine when you just come out of the station. This looks fine. So let's flatten the land a bit so it does not look as stupid as it does. And then from here, it also basically goes into there. Then we need some signals. I'm not sure yet if this is a smart decision or not. But one of the nice things is that with how much money we saved, or I saved, we don't really have a money problem. Yeah, and the rest is already fine basically. So technically, you say you don't have a path. Oh, it's because these signals are wrong. So I can't how can I replace them? Nope. Okay, now it replaced them. So okay, we need to be a bit more. We need to be a bit more careful because I'm kind of. No, we don't want. How did I remove all the signals? Oh no. So we want one there. Let's just remove all of them because I'm 100% sure that they will confuse me. Because I'm already getting really confused with the signals I'm setting this up. Okay, so don't learn signal logic for me is my pro tip number 1. So we're splitting, but we have too many splits and I'm not sure. Okay. So so we need one here. And we need one here. And we need one here. And the same goes on the other side. And we should probably add some here. And the same. And because there's enough track basically. And technically probably should not have 2 here, but it's fine. Yeah, I like to set them there. I'm not sure if it makes sense all the time, but it's kind of fine. And we probably should set one somewhere here. And the same here. Because otherwise it will take forever. Yes, well, I know that it's not like a good idea to do it, but yeah. Let's have a look. Oh, let's check. There are no more warnings. So let's have a look how good this works. I mean, this is basically what fixes all the crossing stuff we had before. But I kind of like this. I mean, we need to fix some, or like I need to fix some of the angles because it doesn't look really nice. It does not look really nice. And this gets pretty crazy. I'm not sure if this is what I wanted. And we are splitting in so many lines, but it should be fine. We should have less blocking here now. That's the big hope. And I'm not sure if this is the best way of doing it. I mean, it works good for cars on like highways, but like it feels weird for trains, so but probably makes more sense than my weird creations, which I usually do, which are like it does make more sense. This looks kind of chaotic. So god damn it, they're transporting all weird shit now. Yeah, because they're connected somehow. How are they? Oh, it's the steel line. The steel line brings machine factory parts back. Okay. So I mean, technically they are not using the same. And they do here. Let's look how good this works. Not good enough, apparently. What's a better way of doing this? I have all these crossings where they cross like over each other, which is not really smart. Because technically we could probably join this line here somewhere. But do we want that? That's another question, because that's technically not what I wanted either. I really need. I'm sorry about it. And it's probably the end of the episode anyway. I really need to look into like how they build multi-line ways in real life. They probably separate them. Yeah, my errors probably did I basically build both lines like going against each other because I just added 2. But probably what I should do is having like multiple lines on the same side. But the other problem is the game, at least I don't think they will do it. I don't think they switch dynamically while they're on route. Like how cars will do it, perhaps, I don't know. They perhaps don't do it either. Yeah, we have another problem here as well. Yeah, we have a lot of problems to fix. Like, another thing is with like, usually what happens to me is like, something breaks because my chains are so integrated, then like my balance goes down quick. When like if anything is like blocked and nothing goes on, then like all the subsidiary productions don't work. But it should be fun. Yeah, I need to look into our truck networks. Because, and now we have 8 speed, okay. And I hope we soon get new vehicles anyway, because I really would like semi-trucks. Or having something else which has more modularity in their cargo base and stuff like that. We need to change it. I need to figure out a better way, so I don't know. Perhaps it's not changeable. Perhaps we need to have it, but I kinda hate it when they do. Like this action where they block the whole line. Another thing is, which is probably like one of the things which annoys me, it's like you can't really tell them which is the primary line, so like let them go first and then this one. Perhaps you can do it somehow, but I don't know how. So I need to think about how we expand this more and how we plan it better. Could probably move the other line to connect here. So it goes into here somewhere, because then it would not, but then it blocks here again, so it's not that helpful. It's kind of, this game kind of, like, that's one of the annoying parts. It kind of is just point-to-point connections, which is not really what I want to build. I want to build like a big network where they can like go through a lot of things. But if you just do like a primary network, it's usually you have throughput issues, and I have them a lot apparently, but I need to think about it. It's late anyway. And I should probably be more energized, but this is at the moment the only time I really can record anything, because my neighbor is basically doing hard renovation work, which is like drilling the whole day, so I don't really have a time frame early where I can record anything, so it's only late recording, and I don't know. It's fine. For me, it's usually fine, but perhaps my voice is tired or something. I don't know. In the future, it will be better. So, thanks for watching, mate. It's a long recording again, like always, because I don't know. I can't find an end. But I hope you will watch the next episode as well. And perhaps, if you have any tips for me or something you wish we build or something like that, just leave me a comment or something, and yeah, that, and Yeah, I'm like saying it again because perhaps like if somebody knows like a mod which lets me overpaint these areas or like fix them somehow, I would be thankful for like comment or like contact me to all them like anywhere you want, because I really can't find anything. I search for it, but I also have problems with like what's the keyword for searching for it, because the Steam Workshop usually is not really helpful with searches. And with the categories as well, it's not really working well for me. I don't know why. Perhaps some modders like categorize them not really like how they should or something. But sometimes you don't find stuff. So another thing which I'm really looking forward to is I looked into it and we have some like proper cargo stations for trucks, but they only get unlocked in the 60s or something. So I should probably go ahead with the timing, but my end goal is that we have a big network where we have like still trains running from the early days, because our lifespan for vehicles is really long, and technically, if I remember it correctly, you don't really lose vehicles anyway, they only get more expensive. But with a long lifespan and long build dates and stuff, these ones are cool as well, by the way. They are going out of production, so perhaps we should. Yeah, but they're so expensive to run. Damn it. That's another thing, but I really hope, and we need to set up probably some passenger lines and stuff to use stuff we can. Oh, these are available at any time. Okay. Which we can use later, because my end goal is that when we look around it, when we are like connecting everything, that we can see basically trains running for all epochs, because basically my roleplay is we are an island nation, we are for ourselves, and we buy stuff from everywhere and we use it until we can't use it anymore. So yeah, I should probably replace some of the trains with like bigger capacity. I'm making enough money or not? Yes. Yeah, I will replace, if I remember it, we will replace some of them with bigger cargo holds. Yeah, we make enough money. We'll lose a lot of money on some lines. These don't really make money. It's kind of funny. But yeah, I should end it here. Thanks for watching. I'm already said it probably 3 or 4 times, like always. But I'm really thankful. If you have any tips, just write them down in the comments or write me wherever you're watching this. And yeah. I hope I see you next time. Bye bye.